What up, indoor smokers? So it's Review Wednesday, and today I'm going to be doing the complete review of one of the most popular products I've looked at in a while, the Amanoo portable E-hookah head. You saw me vaping on this thing and having a lot of fun in that video where I tried the E-hookah for the first time. Today I thought I'd get a little bit more serious. This video is actually so popular and I had a lot of questions about it. I thought it would be worth coming back, doing a complete review and trying to just do a little bit more of the specs, going through how everything works, and then maybe at the end of this video we'll get a little vapage on it as well. Well, the first thing you notice is it's packed very nice. And this is all we are talking about today. Now, when you see me use this on a hookah, that is going to be a separate thing that I bought at a vape shop right here in town. But when you purchase your Amanoo E-hookah head, it's going to be just this piece itself. So what we're talking about here is a 2500 mAh battery that is attached to a unit that holds your tank, 10 milliliter tank. We'll look at that a little bit more in a minute. And it actually attaches to any hookah. Just it doesn't have to be anything special or an E-hookah, just any regular hookah. This thing will replace the charcoal shisha bowl. Alright, now I want you guys to notice, a lot of people asked about the threading. There is no threading. It is just going to go on top of this rubber piece, which as you can see gets wider as you go down, and that's how you're going to create that snug fit. So you will not be able to attach this to any other mod, e-cig, e-pipe, anything. It'll only go on a hookah. So this really is intended for the hookah smoker who's looking to switch over. It makes it a nice transition that you can basically be vaping off the exact same unit that you were smoking your shisha off of before. But I found it's fun enough and good enough vape that it would actually be worth running down and spending 50 bucks to pick up a hookah if you don't have one already. Alright, let's crack this thing open. I'll show you how it looks inside and then I will get into the battery specs. So now this is where you're going to find your 10 milliliter tank. Mine's about half empty. I filled this up on the last video. You can see we've used it a little bit since then. So a 10 milliliter tank is a fairly large tank, so you are going to be able to get a big session out of this or several small sessions. And I have not charged the battery yet either. 2500 mAh puts it right about with the iTaste MVP as far as milliamp hours, and that thing will usually last me 2 to 3 days. I think you'll get about the same off of this. So down there, again, no threads. There's a rubber seal and the little seal here that connects to it. Boom, that's all there is. I showed you this last time, but I'll just show you again. You fill it with a little rubber seal that you pick up, and then there's the hole, and then you just push this back in. So a little bit different setup than what we're used to as far as just the standard e-cig equipment. But I still found it works very well, and the seals seem to be complete. I didn't find any air leakage. Alright, so you put your 10 milliliter tank right down in here. Now this is the top of the E-hookah bowl, but it is also your battery. So right there's where you're going to make your connections. Now this is a touchpad control system on the top here. So all you have to do is push one of the buttons and you'll basically get it to turn itself on. It's a variable voltage unit that can vape from 3.2 up to 6, as you can see there. So that's going to be your voltage range. You adjust your volts simply by pushing the plus and minus buttons right here. 3.2 is the lowest. And as you saw when I started, 6 is going to be the highest. I also got a vape counter, your battery power, a couple other things up there for information. So pretty nice little battery. It basically is like a variable voltage mod, but it's just in the shape, you know, for an E-hookah bowl. Alright, so once you got your bowl in there, you just attach the battery back on top. It screws itself down onto the top of the tank as well as to the rest of the E-hookah bowl itself. Alright guys, so that's about it. It's a pretty simple unit. That's your basic general specs. Now all that's left is to put this thing on a hookah and get the vaping. Now I'm not a hookah expert by any means. I've used them a couple times in my life, but people did say I needed to add more water, so I put a little bit more water in there. I think we can see it bubbling a little better now. All you really do with this now is put it right where you would have put your shisha bowl, but you don't need charcoal, you don't need anything else to light it with. I always try to push it and give it a little twist so it really sets into that rubber seal pretty good. Otherwise it can have a tendency to tip. And there is no trigger or fire button or anything. It's activated with the vacuum seal as soon as you start inhaling. Alright, I want you guys to be able to see the vapor production coming out of it. So I'm going to try and hold it up right here so you guys can watch it as it goes. I'm using my other finger to plug that other hole. So just like the last time I used it, huge ass clouds of vapor. Now this is something you're gonna need to lung hit just like you would a regular hookah. You're just pulling that fucking vape in or puffing on it. So you can do it either style. It vapes great. It puts out a lot of fucking thick, rich, pretty flavorful vapor, really. Surprisingly nice little unit. This has probably been one of my best surprises I've had maybe in the last year of products I reviewed. All right, guys, and I'm also excited because there's finally a place I can give you guys a link to where you can go order one of these for yourself. And he's got them in 3 colors. Gold, black, and red like this. I wouldn't mind getting the gold one myself. I don't know if it's just me, but when I use this E-hookah, I can see my future in that vapor. Well, congratulations to everybody on that list yesterday who are going to get their choice of either an Aspire Nautilus Mini Tank or 45 milligrams of E-Juice. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. There's going to be lots more giveaway news coming up in the next couple of weeks. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this very extra vapey review Wednesday. I am excited about this, not only because it is such a fun product to use myself, but I really think it's going to be a new and powerful tool in the fight against that icky, sticky shisha. This has got to be one of the last forms of smoking that the e-cigs had not already taken over. So now that vaping has entered into the hookah realm, there's no part of the world where tobacco's safe. Watch out, big tobacco. The vaping fucking revolution has gone global. And don't forget to use that link underneath the video if you want to go check out the Amanoo EHookah head for yourself, because now you don't just got to vape like a boss, you can vape like a shake.